It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show. To start your morning.
Kevin is the host.
And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz. And he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to the KVJ Show. Happy Friday, Virginia.
Happy Friday. It is my husband's celebratory birthday weekend, so the festivities begin tonight. And then all through the weekend, surprises planned.
Wow, yeah, I saw you guys had a family dinner already. He's got birthday being sung to him.
Oh, yes.
Okay, that's lovely.
It's his 49, Cav. It's his last year of being in the 40s.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So next year,
that's a big one.
It is. He turns 50 next year.
Do you think you'll forget his 50th too? Is that what you're doing? You're trying to blow it all out from 49 in case you totally lapse on next year?
I feel so bad that we forgot Kevin's 50th birthday a couple of years ago.
Pretty amazing. Yeah, it's good. It was fun.
You shouldn't let us live that down.
No, I don't care at all, but it's very funny. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he's taking full advantage of it and having a good time.
Yeah, tonight I think we're going to do a little hibachi.
Okay.
Rocco loves it because he gets to actually participate as one of the chefs. The chef lets him assist.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, Rocco gets to be like, ah-cha-cha-cha, jazz hands.
Oh, that's very cool.
It's like the fake egg, you know,
Right.
there's the cement egg that
Right.
you throw at people.
Yeah, that's fun.
The
Good
fake
for him.
sauce that you spray. Yeah,
Okay.
he loves
All right.
it.
You got a full weekend.
We do.
Now, did you decide when you're going to go see your grandma now?
I think I'm going to wait until spring break.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got a couple weeks still. I'm going to wait and see, you know, what you do and then evaluate from there. I got Magnolia coming in with a few of her friends. So I'm thinking maybe the tail end
Okay.
of spring break, going to see my grandma.
Okay. All right. Well, as long as you got plans.
She's turning 102
Wow.
on the 14th.
Okay.
I mean, I got a lot. There's a lot of March birthdays. My sister was yesterday.
Okay.
Whew.
It's a lot.
A lot, Kevin.
That is a lot. All right, well, there's a lot of stuff that is going to be going on this weekend as well. You know, it's the whole daylight saving thing that is going down.
Yes, that's right. We have to turn the clocks forward.
Yeah, this is the one that you don't love as much. This is the daylight saving time. And so, yeah, you lose the hour. So that's the tougher one to recuperate from.
But you'll be able to function in your life later in the day without it being dark at 7 p.m., which I think is good. If you want to go grocery shopping or you want to go outside and have a nice meal, it won't be pitch black dark.
Right, yeah. No, that's true. I mean, I guess there is a benefit to that. Now, there are a lot of people, especially Florida, who would like to lock it in full time.
Yes, me. I'm one of them.
In fact, when they ask Americans what they'd like to do with daylight saving time, 43% would like to keep the daylight saving time year round.
Okay.
Now, here's where it gets super complicated. In Florida, we want that because it means that we would have more sunshine later on. So people would go out shopping, go to the beaches.
Restaurants.
Yes.
Beach bars.
Right.
Outside dining.
So we got all that kind of stuff. So in the South, that's how we want to go. But then you got some northern states that are the other way, and nobody can agree. But overall, 64% of people say that they would prefer for it to get dark later in the evening, while only 15% like the earlier sunsets.
Okay, so we're in the majority.
We are, but there's still so many people that cannot come to an agreement that we're never going to change this. We're going to flip-flop forever, and this pretty much lets you know 19 states have passed legislation or resolutions to adapt permanent daylight saving time. But then there's a dozen other states that have introduced legislation to make standard time permanent. And so we just wouldn't have that. If you look at the board, it would be checkered all over the place. So as soon as you cross state lines, you may not be going east or west. You could be going north and south, and you would just drive right into a different time zone and have no idea. I couldn't even imagine how chaotic that would be.
That would be rough.
Yes. 40% of people say they often forget when daylight saving time begins. And they say especially younger adults whose devices update automatically and they're not used to having to change stoves and microwaves and things like that. They don't even think about it. So, and not to mention, they probably have a more chaotic sleep schedule.
True. And they probably have a parent that does it for them.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So the one thing they do say that is you get ready for this, maybe if you can go to bed a little bit earlier on Saturday night. And they say when you get up on Sunday, get into some sunlight. Apparently that helps to regulate your natural biorhythms.
Okay.
Circadian rhythm, they call it, Virginia.
I love it.
So get sunlight early on Sunday. All right. Well, other stuff that's going on here. I know you've been talking about your daughter Magnolia getting all ready for spring break, and she's got huge travel plans.
Always has huge plans, and it involves all of my credit cards.
Yeah, and she loves going international, so she's got an international trip planned for that, and I guess she's got another international trip planned, so we'll find out. It's almost like you're just turning into her travel guide.
Kevin, I gotta start selling these feet pics. I can't. I gotta do something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in the poorhouse.
Right? I hear you.
Can we come live with you? You put in a nice little guest area in there. It's kind of like an Airbnb. I feel like the Sinickis could fit in the Ralston's guest area.
Might as well add to the chaos. You guys might want to tap out in a few hours, but you're welcome to come try it out. Welcome. Step on into the Insano Dome. It was just the other day that you were talking about your daughter had big plans for spring break. She wanted to do something a little international, and there were a couple problems. One, the safety, and then two, the cost was the issue. What is the latest on that?
So I think that kind of fizzled. She was talking about, going to Bali.
Oh, right. Yeah.
At the end of school session, which would have been the end of like April.
Okay.
When she ended this semester.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, Bali? We've never been to Bali. Why don't you slow your roll and maybe go to, I don't know, Loxahatchee?
It's great. It's the loveliest time of year. Yeah, absolutely. So she's not going to do spring break at all, or she's just not going to do international spring break?
She's going to come home for spring break and go down to Key West. Her and a couple of her friends, they are going to do that, and I think that's way smarter than trying to do some kind of travel.
Now, I assume it's going to be cheaper.
Yes, way cheaper.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yes.
Because you never know. I mean, sometimes you go down to the Keys, and it's, especially during spring break, it's not cheap.
Yeah, I think they figured it out, that they got it. They found a cheap place.
Okay.
I'm like, all right. Sometimes you get what you pay for when it comes to hotels in the Keys.
It's true. No, absolutely.
We've seen some scary, murderous places. Remember that one place we pulled up one time? And literally they were arresting a guy because they think that he was like a murderer. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was the place we were staying too, right?
We were staying there with a KVJ trip. We had a bus full of listeners, and they're arresting a guy in the lobby for murder. We're like, oh no.
Yeah, that's not probably ideal.
There were so many stains in that place.
Yes. Yeah, there was. I remember that. I remember I had ants all in my sink.
Yes. And look, patches on the carpet shouldn't be crispy.
True.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that does kind of get your attention. So I guess you've dodged one bullet. Now another one's coming at you. She's got maybe even a more expensive trip that she's thinking about doing.
So this one flew at me last night, and she applied for an internship with UNICEF, which is like global, and she would be in the medical part of it, given not like marketing or humanitarian, or she would be giving medical help to people in outlying areas and rural areas in Italy.
Okay.
So it would start after she graduates, which is next year. Mm-hmm. She finds out if she gets accepted this fall. Okay. And then it would mean we got to get her to Italy, and then we got to figure out where she lives in Italy, and we got to pay for it. And it's an unpaid internship.
Wow. I didn't know they could still do those. I thought they smacked down our industry about doing unpaid internships. Apparently they haven't hit the medical field yet.
You get a stipend, but it's not enough to live on.
Okay. So is this something where does this go into student loans? How do you do this kind of stuff when you're trying to get education?
Great question.
Yeah.
We may have to start tapping into that because I mean, it's been everything I could do just to keep the lights on while she's going through college. And she had bright futures, you know. She did a lot of things right to make school more affordable. But then she was like, I want to be in a sorority. Oh my gosh. Sororities are expensive.
Right.
But it's also a safe place for her to live, and they get all their meals right there in the house. And so I had to weigh the cost.
But you still lose a lot of money by her being in a sorority?
No,
what you gain?
I don't. I think it probably breaks about even.
Okay. Well, that's not bad. Then you can make an argument for doing that.
You can. And I love the safety. I'm all about the cameras and the lockdown and no boys upstairs. I love that part.
Mm-hmm. Now, what if Mags ever went through all of this stuff, including going to Italy, and then she decided that the medical field wasn't for her?
I would be pissed.
Yeah, because, you know, look, I mean, that does happen where it's like, and as a parent, when you've gone through it, now you're kind of on the hook for all these bills. It's like, what do you do? What do you say?
It would suck, but like I've always told her, the most important thing is for you to have a happy life. And so, yeah, if you get into the medical thing and you hate it and you're going to be miserable every day of your life, I don't want you to have that as your life. I want you to find joy. I want you to be excited to wake up in the morning, to go to work and feel like you're going to make a difference and you're going to be a genuinely happy human.
Mm-hmm. Now, you put yourself on the hook for all these expenses. Have you ever thought about making it her responsibility to say, okay, this is something that you run up your own little loans and debts, and then, you know, when you start making money in the medical field, then you can start paying them off?
Well, we're taking it debt by debt.
Okay.
We're taking it. If she has to go to an expensive medical school, I'm not going to be able to pay for that. And that is going to be hundreds of thousands of dollars that they take out a loan. You know, they get good low interest rates. Like when you become a doctor, they make everything easier for you. Like your mortgage rates are way lower when you first graduate.
Really? Okay. All right.
And you become a doctor. Like there's perks to going into medicine.
Now, what will she be when she graduates? Is she going to be a doctor, a surgeon? Does she know?
She won't know yet. I think she's still trying to figure it out. Right now, she's doing work, clinical work, and she's loving pediatrics, but she's also in the lab doing Alzheimer's research.
Okay.
She also likes plastics, but, you know, you don't really get to pick so much as you tell them kind of your first three choices, and they put you where they think you're going to be best suited.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
so you don't really get a choice on your career then after you've paid all the money?
I think you get options, but in the end, you have to go where they put you.
Wow. That just seems kind of crazy that
It is.
you're paying and then they'll tell you and be like, okay, well, I don't know if I can make the money back if you put me in that field. Crazy.
It's a little stressful. And two, I think it's, you know, it's a part of her that she's always wanted to do the medical stuff. She tried in high school and the medical program at Jupiter High School was full, so she didn't get to do it. But it's something that she's at least always said that she loved and she was drawn to. And she's not afraid of giving shots. Like she's got all of her medical papers to right now draw blood, give shots, do all that. So she's a certified medical assistant already.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like she's on a good little path.
As long as she's happy, you know, that's what you want for your kids. You want them to do stuff that makes them have a happy life.
Yeah, I think it's just, you know, weighing how much stuff you take on the responsibility for and then how much stuff you have them work through.
Oh, I'm a shell of a human over here.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm just barely holding on.
That's what raising a kid is all about, huh? I don't think you've done it right till that happens.
I don't know if I'm going to make it to December. I'm now the one that's going to be dead by Christmas.
Yeah. Well, you got your struggles. Your son put peanut butter in any other books yesterday, Denny's. It was Lachlan minding his P's and Q's.
He's been good. It's good to see him back in full health, more or less. We're at the end of his dosage. They give you 5 days of taking pills or whatever. He has to take like this goo.
Okay. So he's on the mends?
Yeah, giving kids medicine's kind of awful.
Oh my gosh, it's like a dog. You got to hide it in cheese.
So the best way we found was you get this little baby syringe. It's kind of like a little plunger. We do a little bit of honey. And then you put medicine, and then you do a little bit more honey, so that the first thing he tastes is honey, Then by the time he realizes he's got medicine, the last back end is honey again. So that's the best way we found to do it.
I love it.
You said that you heard from Jay Bird yesterday, and as he's recovering from his hip replacement surgery, and it sounds like he's not necessarily getting stir crazy, but he's ready for some company.
Yeah, I think that's more where he's at now. He's still in pain, and he's still kind of locked down a little bit. He's been doing his therapy, but I can tell by the discussions that he wants some interaction.
Aww.
Which is great, which is, I think, like I said, the Snack Pack and I are going to go over there. I've been putting together just a little package for him, just to give him something exciting to have.
Oh, we know what's in it.
Yes, exactly.
It's a little green.
Yes.
You know how to talk to your baby.
Yeah, I figure I'd get him that stuff and then some snacks and just some things to do.
I love it.
My wife was joking about giving him like a coloring book or something.
He actually probably really love that.
Yeah, something like fun, like an activity if you're going to be sitting there.
No, give him a job because he was talking about making a coloring book for Captain Crust and Princess Pepperoni. Tell him work said he's got to have a coloring book drawn out and designed by the time he comes back.
All right, yeah, I'm here for that. He'll love to get a task when I go over there.
Yes, we need a coloring book by Wednesday.
I know you got big birthday celebrations for your husband this weekend, Virginia.
Yes.
Are you guys going to be doing anything else?
He is going to be doing a whole full day of fun tomorrow. I'm taking him for a massage.
Nice, okay.
And then he's going to a baseball game at Roger Dean with his buddy.
Fun.
And then Saturday night, we're going to have a little dinner at home. Rocco's cooking again. He's all excited.
Okay, a little chef there, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. There's some cool stuff going on. I'm hoping to make it out to the Pro Football Hall of Fame Invitational that's going on all this week at Broken Sound in Boca.
That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it goes through Sunday. They've got like 33 NFL Hall of Famers there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty good little lineup. So hopefully make it out there and love to hang in Boca. So we'll see what happens with that.
Oh, yeah. I saw Morton Anderson yesterday was golfing in Boca, and I was like, what's going on there? And
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense now. That
He
there's
used
a bunch
to be with the Saints, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so that you're going to see a lot of names like that. And they've got a ton of great names that are going to be out there. So
Oh, get some pictures.
I will. Yes, I will definitely. I'll put together a little video so everybody can see what it looks like and see who I get to see. Of course, you got spring training baseball. It's going to be happening all weekend long at the ballparks here in South Florida, whether it be the ballpark of the Palm Beaches or Roger Dean Stadium. So, different matchups happening there. Other things going on musically, you got Hugh Jackman's going to be at Hard Rock Live tonight.
Ooh.
I wonder what a Hugh Jackman show is like.
The Greatest Showman?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. That could be amazing.
He's doing a lot of singing and dancing, but I don't know exactly what he's singing and dancing.
Oh, Rocco loves The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, so I don't know what he would be doing because I don't think he's in a play and I don't think he has any hits. So when you're that way, does he just sing show tunes?
Maybe he does like a little vaudeville kind of thing where he'll talk a little, sing a little, talk a little, sing a little.
Maybe, yeah. Well, he just did that Neil Diamond tribute movie where he was some singer. So I don't know if he's singing some Neil Diamond songs.
Maybe he'll talk a little bit about that experience and then
Maybe.
sing a little bit of Neil. That'd be nice.
If you loved alternative chicks from the 90s, Lisa Loeb and Joan Osborne are going to be at the Arch Center in Miami tonight.
Okay.
You got Brett Michaels. If you love the hair bands from the 80s, he'll be with Tesla at the Pompano Beach Amphitheater tonight. It's a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah, there is.
Mm-hmm. You also got JB Smoove. He's going to be at the Miami Improv tonight and tomorrow. Might know him from Curb Your Enthusiasm. You've also got the big Jazz in the Gardens Music Fest that is going on this weekend at Hard Rock Stadium. You got Glorilla Saturday night with Robin Thicke, Joe, and SWV.
Oh, wow. That's a good lineup.
And then on Sunday, you got Ludacris, Nelly, and Ashanti.
Wow.
Yeah, they pack them in. Pretty decent stuff. Also, tomorrow night, you got Darius Rucker. He's going to be at the Broward Center doing a benefit there. Alternative band Interpol's at the James L. Knight Center in Miami. And do you remember back in the 80s, a song called Here in My Car, I'm a Saint. Yeah. That guy, Gary Newman's going to be at the Culture Room in Fort Lauderdale on Saturday night. Yeah, okay, if you want to go hear one song. And then they're doing something. I love this event. It's the Nashville Songwriters Night. That's going to be at the Vince Ramos Therapeutic Horsemanship Center in Loxahatchee Groves on Sunday. So give you a little something to do there. And they've also got one of those swank table series. Just a few left on those.
Those are delicious.
Yeah, so you got some, actually Sunday's a day to be in Loxahatchee.
Yeah, if you've never been out to that swank farm, it is pretty cool. It's different.
It is.
It's literally, you're on the farm, guys, but it's very elevated.
And when you get out to horse country, too, they're starting to wrap up polo. It'll be done by like May 3rd, but they've got the USPA Gold Cup going on this weekend on Sunday at the National Polo Center in Wellington. So you're going to start seeing it means more, Virginia.
Okay.
Food stuff. You got a bunch of that is going to be going on this weekend as well. You got the Village of Wellington Irish Festival. It's happening on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. I was watching. They were doing live shots on the news last night from out there.
Okay. They're doing Wings for Wishes Championship. That is going to be at Sports Grill South Miami. Joey Chestnut is going to be there eating chicken wings. I think he's gunning for like 200 or 300.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big turnout for him. He's one of the top dogs.
Yep. Art Fest by the Sea is going to be in Juneau Beach. You got the Big Dog Ranch Rescue Wine, Women, and Shoes that is happening at Mar-a-Lago. That is Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, my invitation must have got lost in the mail.
Didn't make it, huh?
I don't think I got that.
Okay.
Wine, women, and shoes. I mean, if ever there was a party I got to get to.
For you.
It sounds amazing.
It's custom made.
I bet the tickets are like $600 a piece.
Probably, yeah.
Ugh.
Got a couple weeks left of the Florida Renaissance Festival, Quiet Waters Park and Deerfield Beach for you to check out. So that's just some of the stuff that is going to be going on this weekend.
Love it.
If you want to get a full list of everything going to be happening, all you have to do is go to our website, kvjshow.com. We list it all out for you right there. Well, it was a nice little reward, I guess, for Inter Miami. You know, they're the 2025 MLS Cup winners. And whenever you win a major championship anywhere in America, then you get to go and see the president in the White House. And that's where they were yesterday, hanging out with Donald Trump. Lionel Messi, in fact, actually walked out with the president.
This, Mr. President, says USA 250 on the front, which we have on our jersey. And this is Trump 47. And Lionel Messi's number 10 is the best-selling jersey.
Okay, so they're out there. They gave the president jersey. I wonder what he does with all that stuff, because any championship team, they come and they give the president stuff and he gets his own jersey. Like, I wonder where those go.
I bet you he puts them all in a special storage area.
Okay.
And then they'll be displayed somewhere in his, probably, doesn't every president do like a little museum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the library.
I bet you they're going to like preserve it and then display it.
Okay. Yeah, they're talking about maybe putting that in downtown Miami. I guess we'll have to wait and see where it might be. So maybe one day you'll be able to see that jersey that they gave to the president.
I bet you you could put it on the resale market for quite a pretty penny.
Yeah.
I would sell that thing on eBay. That's just me.
You think? I wonder if he will be doing that. The president was also telling Lionel Messi what a fan his son is of him, of course.
Things going on. He said, Messi. And I said, really, he's a big fan. He's a big fan of yours. He thinks you're just a great person. And I think you got to meet him a little while.
So if you're on Inter Miami, does that upset you at all that Lionel Messi walks out with the president and then he gets called out by the president as his son is a big fan of him? Or you just, when you're on Inter Miami, you realize, all right, he's kind of the big name? Because, I mean, Inter Miami does have, if you know soccer, they've got, a couple other players as well.
They do?
Yeah, believe it or not, it's not just one dude runs out there on the pitch and beats everybody else. I mean, he is part of a team.
But...
Right. So is that just part of it? When you're on Inter Miami, you just know that Lionel Messi gets all the shine?
I think so.
And we just got to take it.
Yeah. He's kicking all the goals. If you want some shine, kick a goal.
I guess that's what it is. All right. Well, congrats to them. They've started the season, but it's not going to be until early April. They're going to be playing their first game at Freedom Park, and it looks really cool from the videos that I have seen.
Oh, we got to get Sports Kev over there.
Yeah.
Sports Kev needs a tour of Freedom Park. Let's go Freedom Park.
I'd love to do it. That's right. Hook me up. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the videos. It looks good. I'd rather go when there's a game, so.
I want you to go and make a video at a game as a special guest.
Okay. All right. You got to
aim high, Air Force.
Okay. That's right. They send the invitation. I won't say no. I guess sometimes you just don't have a choice. Maybe you get into a tough situation. And I know that not all situations are the same when you decide that you and your spouse are going to get a divorce. Sometimes it's really nasty and you've got to get away from each other. Other times you can be civil and just say, hey, this thing didn't work out. I assume that's what's going on with Jessica Simpson and her ex-husband, Eric Johnson, who announced over a year ago, January 2025, that they were ending their decade-long marriage. Now, they've got 3 kids together, and they're still in the same house, and I think that has something to do with it, but it sounds like even more than that is they put their house on the market for about $18 million, and it hasn't sold yet.
I think Jessica Simpson's personality is that of a genuine sweet pea.
Okay.
And when you have a sweet pea and a douchebag, it works because the sweet pea puts up with anything and the douchebag just continues to do his douchebaggery.
So is she the douchebag?
No, she's a sweet pea.
Oh, she is, and he's a douchebag.
He's a douchebag.
Why? Because he's a man?
Well, I think that he did some things outside of their marriage and was mean to her on multiple different levels.
Okay.
From
That's
what we've
confirmed.
heard. He stepped out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's all his fault.
It's all his fault.
All his fault. She had nothing to do with it.
Her personality is that I think that she would put up with it more. Where if you have somebody like me, I'm not a sweet pea. I'm more of a douchebag.
What, you?
So if I'm with a douchebag, douchebag and a douchebag cannot be under one roof because there will be fireworks and possibly a gun battle and stabbings.
Right.
And you can't have 2 douchebags.
And that ain't good for nobody. It's not good for you, not good for them, not good for your kids.
No, you got to get out. If you're a douchebag and they're a douchebag, get the hell out of there. But Jessica Simpson is a sweet pea.
Okay. All right.
So she's going to put up with it. Okay, all right, okay.
And you said that when you and your first husband were in the process of getting divorced, you knew obviously for a while, you're trying to get things lined up. When you had both agreed that a divorce was the option, how long did you have to stay under the same roof together?
When I decided I wanted to move out, I moved out. And we weren't even talking about the divorce yet. I was like, I can't live here.
Oh, so
We're 2 douchebags.
So you were just gone.
I was gone well before any kind of divorce lawyer was even paid for the retainer.
How did you do that? Did you wait for him to go to work and then you moved out? How did you time that out?
Kinda.
Really?
I went and got an apartment down the street and I was like, I'm going to kill you or you're going to kill me. Like, it's not going to end well because we're both volatile.
Right.
And so you can't have 2 volatiles. You got to have one has to be a sweet pea and then the other one can be a douchebag. You can't have 2 douchebags.
Do you think he was blindsided by it?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him. I can't tell you what he thought or
blindsided, at least in the fact that he comes home and your stuff is gone. He's like, whoa, okay. You think he was expecting that?
I mean, we were in some pretty heavy therapy, and I think everybody in the room, including the therapist, could tell it wasn't going great.
Right, okay. This ain't gonna work out.
Look, the writing was on the wall, and I think the more and more time we spent together, somebody was going to end up dead.
Yeah.
So you can't have that.
No time under the same roof knowing that you were getting divorced. When you were gone and then the discussion happened like, okay, this isn't going to work.
Well, when I moved out, I was like, well, maybe I can move out and still make this work. And I was kind of telling myself that lie and telling him that lie. And I kind of probably knew in my heart that whole time that it wasn't going to work out.
Yeah.
We weren't matched.
Okay.
I'm not gonna live my life in a fight.
Right.
That's not good for me.
Yeah, I think, I could see a couple being able to stay under the same roof if they're both chill, and that's not an issue.
Sweet peas.
Yeah.
2 sweet peas could absolutely do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, well, maybe.
Are you a sweet pea or are you a douchebag?
Yeah.
You have to be self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very self-aware. I am a douchebag, and we were 2 douchebags going to kill each other.
Apparently, Jessica Simpson's a sweet pea enough for the both of them.
Yeah,
okay.
I guess she is.
Good for her. So if you could choose to be any living person on planet Earth for 24 hours, who would you choose and why?
I had a lot of fun listening to her talk this week. Pink.
Okay.
I think she is so ballsy and just puts it out there and so talented and just, she's kind of the total package for me.
So you want to be pink but you want all of her abilities while you step in there. So you want the
Abilities,
singing,
yes. Perks.
Okay.
I want
that
it all.
attitude.
The
You want all that kind of
attitude,
stuff.
yeah. I feel like she could beat up most men. And to me, that would be so awesome.
She seems like she leads a pretty quiet life, though. The videos I see, it seems like she's a homebody. Like she's pretty much always there, hangs with her daughter a good bit.
She's mellow, but don't piss her off.
Yeah.
Don't cross her. Don't come for her. And yeah, I love that.
Top answer we're getting right now is Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that'd be fun too. She got all those cats, though. I don't know if I'm down with all that.
Yeah, but she enjoys it. Yeah, I know. And you wouldn't have your allergies if you were, stepping into her shoes and being in her body for one whole day.
Yeah, that's true. I'd be her.
Maybe you'd wind up getting out of the body and loving cats.
I do like everything about cats because they're so sassy.
Yeah, you would think. You got a cat personality.
I do have a cat personality. If it wasn't for the allergies, I totally would be a cat-owning hooker.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
You'd be a hooker too?
Well, you know, times are tough. I got to pay for FSU.
I hear you.
Who's paying?
To me, for the fellas, there's a couple options. I think probably for me would be Tom Brady. Just because Tom Brady, it's pretty amazing just all the stuff that he is able to do.
Except for the fact that he looks like a wax figure of himself these days.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think if he looked real, it would be fun. But he kind of looks like he's plastic.
He does. I mean, some people I know a lot of people don't find that attractive, but I think he looks great. I don't get it. Like when people come down on him, and I know a lot of people do. We talked about it before.
He looks good, but he looks like a Ken doll. I need him to look more human. He looks like a cyborg made of rubber.
Looks too perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
But he is good looking. That just shows you, man. Money will help you break the ugly.
Right. Yeah, he lives in that cool little neighborhood in Miami too, where all these big, like Jeff Bezos is in there, and you got Zuckerberg's going to be moving in there.
It's huge.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Now, Bezos' life might not be bad.
Bezos' life would be great.
Now, it means they're going to be bald for 24 hours.
And you got that one sleepy eye.
Right. So I got to deal with that.
But
yeah,
what do you care? You don't have to look at you.
He seems like he is living his best life right now.
Oh, my gosh.
I think that Lauren Sanchez makes him get out and party.
Yeah, and she has raised his cool quotient considerably.
I think my desire to be Jeff Bezos depends upon how she truly is. Is she a lot of fun, or is she like always barking orders? Be like, we got to go here, we got to do this, we got to do that.
Because you already have that.
Right, exactly.
You already got a Latin wife who just tells you what to do.
But with a lot of money.
That would be fun, though.
That would be kind of fun. You're right. If I got to live this life, why not have a lot of
You're
money?
already used to it.
Right, exactly. It'd be no problem for me.
Let Lauren Sanchez be the new hot Hispanic that yells at you.
I don't think I would want to be Elon Musk. His life does not seem exciting. I think he just likes doing nerdy stuff all the time. I don't know. And then when he goes out, he just looks odd doing anything.
He looks uncomfortable.
Yeah, unless
he doesn't feel right here.
Unless
he belongs on Mars.
Yeah, unless he's talking about space or something smart, he just seems very odd. And when I've seen him go out to events and whatnot, it's awkward. So I'm not sure I'd want to be Elon Musk.
Yeah, he's one of the first that I think I will not be surprised when they unzip the zipper and it's a lizard in there. I will not be surprised by him at all. I'd be like, I told y'all.
No shock, huh?
He can't talk like the rest of us. He can't even hide his lizard features.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, somebody said just for the power of it. I mean, imagine stepping into the shoes of the president for one day. I don't know. No matter who the president is, I don't know if I would want that heat for an entire day.
Never. They show pictures of these cats when they go into office, and then when they come out, they age in dog years. Mm-hmm. They look so tired and stressed, and the cell damage, they wear it like a cloak.
Yeah.
Thank you, but no thank you.
One comment from Miami said, I want to be Henry Cavill's wife. 24 hours with that man? Hello. Okay.
Okay, I see what you're doing.
It's a good way to look at it.
It's the KVJ.
Dirt of the day.
It's the KVJ.
Dirt of the day.
Virginia, take it away.
Cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, the run of David Copperfield in Vegas is coming to an end after 25 years of his Vegas residency there. The final show at the MGM Grand will be coming up on April 30th. And I say good. Good riddance. You know, if we don't support douchebags that are on the Epstein list, I think our country would be a better place. And it is well documented that David Copperfield and Jeffrey Epstein were very close. And despite what Copperfield says, he said, "Oh, I barely knew Epstein." Oh, really? There's pictures, there's emails, there's documents, there's so many people that worked for Copperfield that were interviewed by the FBI. And the names of the people that were interviewed are redacted. So that's good. So these people are protected. That's who I want redacted. The people that are actually telling the truth about what Copperfield and Epstein were up to. Apparently, Copperfield trained his employees to identify young females in their teens or early 20s in the audience of his shows. These employees would go around and then they were instructed to separate these young females from their boyfriends, families, husbands, whatever they could do to get them by themselves and backstage, where they were given all access to the backstage area, but only by themselves. Copperfield would come talk to them. He kept a notebook on them with their contact info, photographs of them, details about how far he was able to get with them sexually backstage. And then he would invite them to his island in the Bahamas. I know firsthand that he did this because he did it to one of my girlfriends.
Yeah, I remember the conversation we had with her about it, and this was, maybe 10 years ago?
More than that.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, this is a creepy dude. And then, look, the photos that have really come out with him all over Ghislaine Maxwell, and considering what we know she's done and been convicted of, and now that kind of relationship.
There are bona fide, credible reports of women that went to Copperfield's island, these sickos. Oh, they got an island. Well, yeah, the island is where they can do their crimes with no eyes on them.
Right.
The island is not covered by U.S. jurisdiction. So even though victims went to the FBI and said, "Hey, Copperfield raped me on this island," they weren't able to chase him and prosecute him because they had no jurisdiction on this Bahamian island.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he got away with it. And I think good that your residency is going to end in Vegas. I can't imagine that anybody should be going to see David Copperfield in Vegas. And if you are, you need to read these reports and check yourself and figure out, why you would support a man like this that is all over the Epstein files. He is a liar when he says he barely knew Epstein. These two traded victims back and forth, traded tips on how to get away with hurting women for many years. So, yeah, we're not going to support David Copperfield. And if you do, you're a dope.
Yeah, I was really surprised that he didn't have most of his things taken away pretty quick. The fact that he still was doing a residency somewhere was kind of shocking to me.
Yeah, the fact that it's just now ending. But I think people are just now digging into all these emails and figuring out, oh my gosh, the connection is deep. And there's FBI investigations with his employees telling you what he did. I trust the employees that worked for him that were horrified by his behavior.
Right.
And my girlfriend saw it firsthand. This is true. This is how he operated. Thank God my girlfriend didn't go to the island. He was trying so hard to get her to go to the island, and she was smart enough to say no. She's like, "No, I'm not going to some private island with you with no accompaniment.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it."
Not doing a lot for the reputation that magic is creepy.
Magic is getting creepier and creepier.
you don't want that to be your spokesperson.
In other news, that's not so upsetting. It looks like Justin Timberlake has temporarily blocked the release of that body cam footage. He does not want us to see what went down between him and the arresting officer during his 2024 drunk driving arrest in the Hamptons. He filed a lawsuit saying, no, please, Sag Harbor, don't release the video. It's invading my privacy. But aren't these videos all supposed to be public record? Like, how does his get special attention, and now there's a temporary restraining order? We're not allowed to see this video. They're going to meet again in April to decide long term if the video footage should be private or public. Make it public.
Yeah, I don't know what I think that comes down to state laws and how open they are.
All right, well, Sag Harbor, get it together.
They probably protect their own in there. And at least he's got something in common with Brittany now. So
That's true. And yeah, we're getting some insight into Brittany. Since you brought her up, now we're hearing all the details about her arrest for DUI. And it wasn't just alcohol. They believe that she was on drugs and alcohol. I guess we're awaiting the toxicology reports to come back in. But, you know, this is probably what happened. She had just fired a bunch of people that were helping her in her life. So she fired security guards. She fired some of the team members that were in the house. And she also fired sober coaches that were there and helping her keep it together. So, yeah.
Well, you know, this doesn't speak well, too, because this isn't the first time that we've seen an issue. In fact, we talked about this where it was back in October. Remember when she was driving all erratic? And then a month later, she left a wine bar holding a champagne flute. And some people were saying, I don't know, she's been driving all over the road and all kinds of crazy. And
why is Brittany driving? Get in the back seat. What is going on here?
No, I think she likes to be in control.
I know.
I think she just says, hey, I have not had control for a lot of my life, so I'm going to be the one in charge.
I get it. You weren't allowed to drive, so now you're going to drive. But this is bad.
Here's the dispatch audio because somebody called 911 on the way she was driving. And we had that video from the last time, and she was way over to the left side of the road, way over to the right side of the road when we had seen that back in October. And here's what somebody called into police.
From all parking gate, 22 eastbound 118 East Yosemite, black sedan, erratic braking, swerving, and driving with no tail lights.
483, I copy. I'm in the area, eastbound and Cooner. Can you attach my please?
So you in the area. From all parking is 22 103 northbound 101 from Rancho Road, a black BMW sedan, in and out of lanes and near TCs, now speeding.
What I think is amazing about this story is how blunt her representative was, because normally they come out with a spin and say, oh, she was tired, or maybe she had taken some sleeping medication and didn't time it out right. They have some kind of spin. But what the representative said was anything but that. They said this was an unfortunate incident that is completely inexcusable. Brittany is going to take the right steps and comply with the law, and hopefully this can be the first step in long overdue change that needs to occur in Brittany's life. Hopefully she can get the help and support she needs during this difficult time. Her boys are going to be spending time with her. Her loved ones are going to come up with an overdue needed plan to set her up for success for well-being. I felt like we've been in this weird place with Britney Spears for the last 3 or 4 years where you couldn't ever say anything about, hey, these videos look a little off. There's just something it's like, leave her alone. This is part of the problem. Everybody comes down on her and this is why she is this way. And it's like, okay, I don't want to say anything. But even some of the Britney fans, they were talking to one Free Britney advocate who said, yeah, maybe I didn't have it all the way right.
I think that, at first I was very supportive of the Free Britney movement. I thought that she deserved her autonomy and her freedom, just like everyone else. And then when it ended, we started to see things that sort of made me think, okay, maybe this isn't as black and white as I thought it was. And there's a reason why the conservatorship was put in place, just based on her life that she was posting on social media, dancing with the knives and all kinds of things like that. It really just made me pause and think, like, okay, something is not right here.
There are a lot of Dancing with the Knives videos, and yes, that is dangerous. But it's a big difference between dancing with knives and driving drunk and on drugs.
Sure.
There's gotta be some kind of safeguard to keep her from operating a motor vehicle. Like, what are we doing?
I think what
Where
they're
is
saying,
this Cade guy? He needs to be more involved.
she needs to have some kind of guardianship. Now, turning it over to people who are going to be evil and take advantage of her, I'm not sure all the details that happen with that. But she needs someone.
Well,
she
it
really
can't
does.
be what it was. That was too extreme and too clamped down.
You need the happy medium.
But it also can't be what it is now, which is just willy-nilly, and no one's with her and no one's watching her. Like, there has to be something in the middle.
Yeah, we'll see. Now, somebody who knows says her manager is absolute trash and her drug supplier. Now, I don't know anything about the people that she has. Yeah, that's what one comment's saying. And I don't know enough about the situation, but
oh my gosh,
there's definitely some bad stuff around her and her environment, and she needs to get someone that can come in and clean house and get things cleaned up.
She isn't in a sound mind place to be able to figure this whole thing out. If you have all these manipulators and evil people around you, and then you are not of sound mind,
right?
Unfortunately, I don't know if she's gonna make it.
Yeah, I wish her the best, and I hope that she'll allow somebody good around her in her life, because that's what she needs, is somebody that she will really lean into, let them do what they need to do, that truly cares for her and get her straight.
Scary.
I hope it happens. I'm rooting for her.
And that's what's going on in your scary dirt.
All right, it is time once again for the No Name Movie Game. Well, Jaybird is out recuperating from his hip replacement surgery. I'm sure he'll want to be back in some capacity to play this game very soon, because he is not going to be gaining any of those wins. And you got to look out, because Virginia's already in the lead with 3. I've got 2. Bird has got 1. And I am the current champion right now. Thank you, Stat Girl Whitney.
How come you haven't been flossing the belt all over social media?
Because it's falling apart. It's not even functional at this point.
If I floss it, it might just permanently fall apart.
I think that thing is unflossable.
Yeah. You have to use floss to stitch it together.
That's it. It's held together by floss. Okay, well, Denny's going to be stepping in for Jaybird today. We will get to him here in just a second, but we're going to start out, as we always do, with Virginia. And we've got Ashley on here from Ocala. Hello, Ashley.
Ashley?
Oh, wait. Let me see here. No,
Hold on,
that
hold
would
on.
be... Got somebody on line, too. That's not
You guys
Ashley.
there?
Oh, okay, you there? Is that you, Ashley?
Howdy, guys.
Hello. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm just tired of this. I want it to be cold again. I don't like this hot.
It's already getting too hot in Ocala,
Especially being from South. Well, I'm originally from South Florida. I'm a long-time listener. About to be 26 next on Easter this year. So
Nice. Okay. Very cool. All right. Well, hopefully, I believe we do have a one more little cold snap
Okay.
coming our way. Is kind of what I'm hearing. Yeah,
knock on wood.
Yeah, I hear you. I think maybe you get one more little taste of it. So if you win, maybe that'll be part of your prize. So gotta focus here and get this.
We'll take it.
All right, Virginia's going to be giving you the clues to the movie. She can't use any of the characters' names, any of the actors' names, or any of the words from the title of the movie. We got 60 seconds on the clock right now, and your time begins.
Okay, it's the person that plays the keys. They sit down and they play this instrument. They're called a what?
Piano.
The person is called the what?
Pianist.
Okay, she went down the hole and she's following a bunny, and it's a cartoon from back in the day.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yes, good job. Okay, he's the one that comes to your house to work for Xfinity, or the company that does all of your TV stuff. He's called a what?
Cable guy.
Yes.
The cable guy.
This is a voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Lady Marmalade.
But yeah, it's what's the
Rogue.
Yes. Okay, this is the person that makes all the money in the family. They're called the what? It's also something you eat. You put spread
Bacon.
No, the person that makes all the money is you spread butter on it.
The breadwinner.
Yes,
breadwinner.
good.
Bread.
Okay, this is where men go to get their hair cut.
Barber.
Barber shop.
Okay. Got 5, though.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah, that's a
This is
very...
my first time playing with you, Virginia.
Oh, you did good, Pumpkin.
Yes, you did.
We miss you down here in South Florida. Have fun in Ocala.
Get some cold weather.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Okay. Let's see. Well, maybe we'll be talking to Ashley here in a second. All right, we've got Sarah on here from Lake Worth Beach. Hello, Sarah.
Good morning, KVJ.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I've called in 100 times. I can't believe I got in. I'm so excited.
Okay, here you are. I'm going to do my best to deliver up a win for you. We just got to beat 5, okay?
We got this.
All right, we got this. 60 seconds are on the clock in the no-name movie game, and our time begins now. Rock Me Blank. It was an 80s song. He's a composer. White hair. Bump, bump.
Bach? Oh.
No, pass.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Beethoven?
okay,
Nope.
somebody that works for free at a business is what? Somebody that works for free. They're
The
just
intern.
Yes. Okay, this is You Ain't Nothing But a Blank Blank.
Hound dog.
Yes. Okay, it rides on tracks. It's like what the bright line
Train.
is. Yes, and it was a movie. When you see it, you have done what?
Speed train.
No, train blank. Train blank. You've seen it. Now I'm seeing it. I see it go by. I've done what? Pass. Okay. It is a musical about a big town in California, in Southern California. They call it what? The nickname of it. The Dodgers play there. It is called what? What's that musical?
God.
Pass. Okay. It is a NASCAR movie. A comedy NASCAR movie is called what? It's not Day. It's
Talladega Nights?
Yes. Okay. It is Red Bikinis on the Beach. Is
Dang it.
okay.
I'm sorry, Kev.
That's okay. Got 3.
3.
The ones
Those were
we
tough.
missed: Amadeus. We missed Train Spotting. La La Land was the musical, and then I didn't get enough to get a good clue for Baywatch. So, all right, sorry
Red
about that,
Bikinis.
Sarah. We'll keep practicing.
No,
We'll
I'm
work on it.
sorry.
Yeah, next
I'm
time.
so glad I got through. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend.
Yes, I hope you do as well.
What a
Have
sweet
have a lot of
pea.
fun wherever you go. All right, and finally here, Denny's the only one to keep Virginia from another win. David from Boynton Beach. Hello, David.
How's it going, KVJ?
Good. How you doing, my friend?
Can't complain.
Okay. All right.
Oh, it's been a minute, David. I got to knock the rust off here. I haven't played this game in
Well, you're playing for Jay Bird and his healing hip. So if you don't win, it means 2 more weeks of Jay Bird's hip not healing.
I think if Denny's wins, we give it to Jaybird. What do you say?
I think you're right.
I dedicate this to the hip.
Yeah,
then.
take the belt.
Okay.
Just don't let it fall apart.
I'll put it back together. I'll take it. We'll see.
Sew it.
Okay.
I'll wipe it down.
All right, here we go. 60 seconds on the clock. You got to beat 5 to knock Virginia down. Your time begins now.
It's about animals when you leave them at the house. They're the ones that you love, but it's hidden what they do in their time after they. All right, pass that one. This is if a person gives you not good information, what would they be called? They encourage you to do drugs, things of that nature. There's a term for that. Pass that one. Let's see. This is what you're not allowed to do in buildings. You can't do this in buildings. There's signs up. It creates...
No smoking?
Yep, beautiful. This is... The Hills are alive with this. It's a woman who watches a family and they escape from Germany. Or Austria, rather. Pass that one. This is...
I can't think of the name.
The people that live next door to you are called what?
Neighbors?
Yep. This is a guy who sees a therapist and his therapist goes on vacation and he can't handle that. Pass that one. This is a group of people that hurt themselves
Bill
for
Murray.
their entertainment. What did I get?
Jackass.
You got it after.
Yeah, sure. I think you got 2.
Oh, God. Battle for second.
Why don't you just bring the belt to Jay Bird and tell him he won?
That would be great. I'll give him
Just tell him he won. Give him something to live for. Give him something to be excited about.
He's excited about other things, yeah, but all right.
Congratulations, Ashley. You got that win.
I appreciate it, guys. And I hope Jay Bird feels better because, you know what? Bigfoot is real.
I love it.
So well done. So well done.
Adorable.
Well, we try to find out here what is normal and what is not. Virginia, you said this is normal for you. If you go and you purchase something and then you realize you don't like it, you still power through it, even though you know it's gross because you spent the money.
It has to be so vile. And maybe like undercooked chicken for me not to eat it.
Like it was going to get you ill.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the cutoff. If it would get me ill, then I will trash it. But up to that point, I'm like, I paid good money for this. I got to finish it.
Have you ever had that? Like, the thing I hate is you go out and you buy a 12-pack or so of this certain cocktail you never had before, and you're like going, these are rancid.
These are not good.
And then you're like, gosh, I got 11 more I got to drink.
I'll drink them.
Yeah.
But I'll complain the entire time.
Right. Yeah. I'm with you. They have to be really rancid, but I pretty much do. I try to either that or I'll pawn them off. So at least I know somebody that is associated with me that I'm giving them to them, and they're hopefully enjoying them.
And that's why it lights me up so mad when my kids are out and about in a restaurant in the wild, making purchases with my debit card.
Of course, yeah.
And then not finishing meals, or like not appreciating meals. I want to kind of choke them out.
I guess that's just the ultimate parental frustration.
It is.
That's kind of what it is. And
like, you eat those chicken fingers.
Well, you just root. You're like, I can't wait until the day when they have the bills and they're on the hook for all this kind of stuff, and then they know what they've done to me.
Yeah.
78% of people say it is normal to power through something you don't like just because you purchased it.
I'll even eat their chicken tenders after I've already finished my meal and I have no business eating a second meal, just because on principle, I can't leave chicken tenders behind. That's psychotic.
True. One guy's wanting us to find out if this is normal or no. Is it normal? Because my wife will ask me what I think of something, and then I will tell her, and then she'll do the exact opposite. Is that normal?
Yeah.
It is for me.
You deal with a wife. You tell us.
In fact, it's an ongoing joke I talk about with my daughter, where it's like, you just got to tell mom the exact opposite of what you want, and then you'll get your actual way. So if you really want to do something, you tell her you absolutely don't want to do it, and then you wind up doing it, going, okay, I won. It's the weirdest thing.
Don't let her hear you.
Yeah. Well, she knows how it is. Yeah.
Oh, she knows.
Well, I'm going to so I'm going to mix it in every now and then. I will say what I want to do. And so I'll just keep her guessing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Look at you.
It's all kind of a game. Yeah. To me, at least, I think it's normal. Now, do you do that? Do you recognize that you do that with your husband, Virginia?
I'm not as squirrely with him as I am with, like, say, you or other people.
Oh, okay. You're normal with him. He gets the sweetest version of Virginia.
He does, because he deserves it, because he's a sweet pea.
Oh, my goodness. We're left with what's...
I match energy.
Oh, okay. All right. Is this normal or no? This person puts shampoo on their dry hair. They then rub it in and then only bring in the water to rinse. Is there anybody else that does that?
Huh. How do you get a lather?
I am big. I'm a lather guy.
Me too.
I could not imagine doing this. This actually it's almost like making my skin crawl thinking about it. I was like, no way.
Sometimes I will get my hair wet. I'll put the shampoo on it, and then I'll realize it's not wet enough. So then I got to re-wet on top of the shampoo because I'm not getting enough foamy lather.
Yeah.
If anything, you need more water, not less water. This person's a psychopath.
Yeah, and it's not even one person saying that's normal. That's really odd.
You may want to just use dry shampoo. You moron. You may want to just invest in a little bottle of dry shampoo, and then we can just eliminate the whole need for water.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm the same like if you're brushing your teeth. I always have to wet my brush before I put it in my mouth. That, to me, is one of the worst feelings, dry toothpaste going on your tongue.
So when I started using this new toothpaste, the instructions said, do it dry. Paste, brush, dry. Okay. And it's weird. It's taken me a while to get used to, but I can do it now. Paste, brush dry, and then you just rinse on the back end with the water. It's a better concentration of this expensive toothpaste, and I'm not watering this expensive toothpaste down.
I hear you. I just don't know.
I know.
That's crazy for me.
It took me a minute.
Christopher says, my wife eats toilet paper. I'm going to say that's a nope.
I had a friend whose dog used to do this.
That sounds like one of those things. Now, I guess you can have conditions, but I know that sometimes when women get pregnant, they get that pica where they crave the taste of gravel or concrete or whatever it is, blacktop, odd things, dirt.
Yes.
And that sounds like something like that maybe she has
a deficiency.
Yeah, I think when you crave things that are outside of the norm, I think that's typically what it means, right? Is that you have some kind of deficiency in your body. Yeah, there's no way that's normal.
I don't know about your Instagram feed. On my feed, they're coming for toilet paper, and they're talking about how, oh my gosh, all the ingredients in toilet paper are bleach, and then you're putting it on your pink parts, and then you're absorbing that bleach and all those chemicals. And so I would not be eating toilet paper because you're ingesting whatever chemicals, at least if you're using it on the exterior of your pink parts. I think it's better than eating it.
Yeah, odd. It's kind of like little kids that eat paste. What are we doing?
Yes, what are we doing?
Okay, but I think that actually is normal. What about this? Peeing in the shower daily.
Sometimes when the warm water hits me, even if I've already gone pee-pee, I have to go again. Just something about that warm water.
Anytime you have to go pee, you'll pee in the shower?
Oh, yeah.
I'm that way as well. Now, daily, in fact, they say only 12% of people do it daily.
I don't do it like as a plan because most times, like when I wake up, that's the first thing I do is go pee-pee.
Yeah.
And then I'll jump in the shower. But sometimes it just hits me twice, the urge, Kev.
And then just go right again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's actually a time saving, too.
Yeah.
Because if you had to stop down your shower and get out and go sit on the potty and then finish that and then get back in the shower and
Right. I don't have a problem with it. I know maybe some people say it's gross or you're leaving some kind of funk in your shower, but
well, it's gross. And I've heard this from some wives. They have a husband that pees in the sink.
No, that's gnarly.
We can't be doing that.
No, you can't be doing that.
I'm brushing my teeth there.
Yeah, that's out of bounds. And that should not be normal. We can't normalize that.
We got to take video. If you catch your husband doing this, video it and then shame him. Put it up on the Instagram.
You got to make sure you don't show any donger, Virginia.
Don't show any pink parts, but...
Yeah. Would you work for a company that required you to respond to emails over the weekend? Or would you say, no, I gotta carve out a little bit of time for myself?
Kevin, I think you do.
I do.
I know I do.
Yeah.
I think that in our business, and that's really all I can speak of,
Yep.
in our business, because this is where we are, so this is our world.
Yep.
There's things that are happening all the time. And even when I'm on vacation, unfortunately, I have to check my email once a day so I can process things, get balls rolling, look at calendars, either say yes or no to events or dates or projects. Like, I don't, and you don't have the luxury of taking a day off from checking email. And that just is where we are. And that's also the pride that we take in this thing that we've built called KVJ. I don't think you or I want there to go a day when we're not paying attention to important things that mean our career growth, because we are invested in it personally. I think that choice is made by somebody maybe who's not invested enough personally in it. Maybe their name's not on it, so they're like, I don't care.
Yeah. I think to me it depends upon the job. What is the need for it? This is why I'm a little surprised by this. Now, I assume this has nothing to do with the drivers, but Uber's CEO is now saying that his really demanding work culture includes expecting employees to answer his emails over the weekend. He said, don't come here if you want to coast. And ultimately, I'd say, all right, show me the money. For a certain level of money, if you pay me at a certain point, I'd be okay with that. I'd be like, but at the same time, don't expect to burden me with 8 to 10 hours of work on a weekend or more.
Right.
Now,
There's got to be boundaries, and you can set those.
Yeah. If I can do a little hit or miss and respond to a few or work on a 30-minute or hour-long project tops over the weekend, all right. But let's just see what we're talking about here.
An hour is pushing it. I would say once a day, checking the email, giving it 20, 30 minutes. That's reasonable. And you got to think about this too. Uber doesn't shut down. They're 24/7. They are a constant service that is provided. And so they don't have the luxury of being able to say, oh, we're 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Like most corporations aren't doing business at 5, 6, 7, 8 p.m. But Uber is.
Yeah. And I just wonder if his expectations are the same when somebody's on vacation. That'd be the one thing I'd be like, okay, so maybe I'll give you a little bit of work on weekends responding to emails, but what happens if I'm out of the country and want to go on a legit vacation and completely step away from this? Or does it mean when I take a job with your company, I am always on the clock in some way? And that expectation is there. Now, I think it really does depend upon how much you're making, what the job is.
Sure.
But right now, 62% of people are saying, nope, not responding to work emails over the weekend. Majority of people are not down for that. So it'll be interesting to see.
And I get it. You know, if you're working for the man and you feel underappreciated and you are a cog in a wheel, you're like, no, I want my weekend. That is understandable.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of fluctuations that can happen in what you're saying on whether or not you're going to be responding to emails over the weekend. What exactly does that entail? What does that mean? What are the expectations?
If you can figure out how to weigh it in your own brain, though, and figure out, like, is this going to help me? Or is this just going to be a burden with no benefit?
Yeah.
And that's what you have to figure out. Is answering those emails on the weekend going to help your career, make you more money, help you climb the ladder faster, and be something that you see benefit in? You have to take it on a case-by-case basis on each email.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think there are some companies that they are burnout companies.
Sure.
You get in there and you realize they're going to work me like a dog. And I know that I can go in there and make really good money, build up a reputation, have that on my resume, and then I got to go find something where I can have a decent work-life balance. But you say, how long can I do that? How long can I be completely, fully dedicated to a company 24/7, 365? And most of them don't make 3-5 years. You're definitely not doing more than a decade in a company like that. So usually it's maybe a year or less, and you're like, I'm out. I am out.
You can't burn yourself out for no back-end return.
Right.
That's what you have to look at. What's that back-end return? If you see the light at the end of this tunnel and the back-end return can be huge, it can be good for you to answer a few emails on the weekend.
Yep.
What's your situation?
It's the KVJ.
Dirt of the day.
It's the KVJ.
Dirt of the day.
Virginia, take it away.
Cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, Savannah Guthrie visited NBC's Today Show yesterday for the first time since her mother Nancy was abducted all the way back on January 31st. She met with some of her coworkers off camera, thanked everybody. And yeah, it's just, they still don't know what happened. I saw yesterday they were looking at a house in her neighborhood that was on the market and nobody was living in it. And they thought maybe that house might have been connected. But ever since I saw that with the FBI looking all in that house, I didn't hear anything else about that. We still don't know what the heck happened.
Yeah, it is crazy. It almost seems like with her body language and where she is. I mean, her and her brother and sister, they had said that, you know, they still pray for big miracles and they believe it is possible. But it's almost like they're kind of taking the posture of, you know, realizing after a month that there's a relatively good chance they are not going to see their mom again.
Hoda Kotb, I guess, came back and is co-anchoring with Craig Melvin. Now, they do expect for Savannah to come back at some point, but they haven't said, like, when that will happen or anything. Scary stuff. Christina Applegate is talking. You know, she was on that podcast talking a lot of details, and I found this fascinating. What did she get paid from Anchorman?
When they came in with the initial offer, it was a little offensive. And I said, I can't do that. I know my worth, and they wanted me bad enough, and they said, well, we're going to chip in. And thank God they did, because it was one of the best experiences of my entire life. It was such a lesson. I had never done improv before, and learning from that group of dudes, that is the masterclass that people paid for. Steve Carell taught it. To get in there and have that happen was just absolutely magical, and it's been invaluable to me in my career.
That is cool. Have you ever seen the audition that Steve Carell did for Anchorman?
No.
It's hysterical.
I would love to see that.
They have there's that one part where he eats, what does he eat? Something out of the trash can or something like that? And he's like, good. And it's really good. I mean, she's talking about him delivering the master class on improv. Watching Steve Carell in that audition, everybody was dying laughing. And you're just like, okay, this guy's clearly got the part.
Yeah, Will Ferrell is just something beautiful. If you haven't seen, he is teaming up with Kim Kardashian right now. They are currently filming it looks like they're in New York, or I don't know where they are. The new movie is called The Fifth Wheel, with Eva Longoria, and he plays a magician named Brad Bracadabra.
What is it?
Brad
Bracadabra. That's great. Brad Bracadabra.
Oh my gosh. I almost peed my pants because he's driving around in this car with Brad Bracadabra's face on it, the magician.
Yeah.
And it's like a tricked out vehicle, and Kim Kardashian's there with him. And some people are saying this is the comedy duo we didn't know we needed.
Yeah.
We didn't know we needed. Not needed, we know.
I think you got it in there somewhere.
Yeah, so that's exciting. He just seems like a good guy. You know, he seems like the kind of guy that would stand up for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And want to make sure that you got your money.
It's good to hear that.
And we talked about this a little bit yesterday. Twisted Sister is reuniting, but not with Dee Snider. Mm-hmm. And then he put out a statement yesterday. He said, look, I'm 71. I'm doing great, but I've only got so much tread left on these tires. I decided to use it for the rest of my journey and not burn my tread on stage, trying to prove I'm as good as I ever was. I would have been a shadow of my former self on that stage, so I can live with my choice.
Yeah, all right. I'm okay with it.
I am too. Yeah. You know what? When you realize that you're not going to be good and you're just going to be heckled, don't put yourself up on there. Save your tread for things that make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's going on in my dirt.
Well, the latest thing that you're going to have to get used to is people wearing these glasses that have video cameras in them. Little pinhole cameras. You can't really necessarily tell that somebody is recording you. And I don't think yet we fully know what all the problems are going to be. Don't we develop the tech? We put it out everywhere. People start using it and they're going, oh, crap, why didn't we think of this? Isn't that kind of how we do tech?
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be like, oh, crap, why didn't we think about all this?
Well, I saw somebody wrote, I went to the doctor's office and the receptionist was wearing them, and I'm handing her my license, my credit card, my insurance card, and this hooker is wearing the Meta glasses. The person said, I don't know if they were on or off, but it was clearly the glasses with the capability to video the whole entire transaction as she's holding everything precious for my identity.
Well, and right now it's new, so there's no regulation on it. No offices are coming up with any kind of guidelines or rules. And you're right, that actually could happen. And we're going to have stories where you're going to have receptionists or somebody that gets to handle that kind of information, and they're going to be stealing people's information.
That's her side hustle.
And
she steals your information and then she sells it to the dark web or to nefarious people that go out and open up accounts in your name.
That'll be one of the things. And then businesses will have to say no employees can wear these glasses while they're working, blah, blah, blah. So that's going to be coming. Why that's not happening now? Probably should, because I'm looking at some of the sales information right now. This is just for Meta's Ray-Ban, Meta Smart glasses that have massively surged in popularity over the last year. They sold over 7 million pairs. That's up from 2 million. So they tripled how many sales were happening in 1 year of these glasses.
A few years ago, when we bought them, it was like the first model. But now they've made them better. And there's a new model that does more, and it's more impressive. Rocco wants it, but they also doubled or tripled the price. And so he's not getting them.
Okay. Good. It's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
The thing you got to know with these glasses is as you get them, now there are going to be people that are going to be nefarious. They're going to use them against you. But these glasses can actually be used against yourself, and you may not realize it. Especially when people first get them, they may not even realize they're recording themselves. The glasses could be on. You could put them down. You could go to the bathroom. You could take part in a romantic act, let's say, for instance.
You could put them on the nightstand.
Absolutely. And people are doing that. And how do we know this? Because people are viewing this. Now, you know how a lot of tech companies, they outsource all kinds of work to other countries like Kenya and Colombia and India.
Yes.
Well, there was an investigative report that happened with 2 Swedish newspapers, and they found that contractors in Nairobi, Kenya, were reviewing sensitive footage. Everything from people undressing, using the toilet, their bank cards, pornography, them making sweet love, and they would unintentionally record it, but that video is going somewhere. And it's going right to them to see and to disperse as they saw fit.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is one of the things that you may want to know is these glasses may actually turn on you, and your love acts could be in Nairobi, Kenya, for them to do whatever they want with them. So that's one of the things going on. Now, for the other people feeling like they may become a victim from these glasses, Engineer Keith sounded off because I said, hey, man, what do we got to know about this? How do you spot them? How do you know somebody's not recording? Because I'd heard that there are some apps that you can use that will let you know, hey, you've got a device. Now, what he said about the apps, he said no app can reliably prove someone is recording right now. It can often only say a likely device is nearby. You ever seen that with
Yes.
those AirTags? I would say it'd be very similar to that. And you may call somebody out. How awkward is that going to be? If you're calling somebody out because your app detected it and like, I'm not recording, I'm just wearing them. And then you're getting into a scene, be like, I know you are. And be like, no, I'm not. And then, you know, I mean, these are the things that are the reality that we're not yet working through. These stories are coming.
It could be squirrely out there in the wild.
And he says also expect false alarms. It may be a different device by the same company. And it's, you know, trying to call that. So be careful if you get one of these apps and you make a big scene calling someone up. You're a perv. You're in, like, they're not on, you know. So that kind of stuff could happen as well. He said how to spot them. The easiest way is to look for the recording light. You know, most of them have a signal or something like that. The big name brand ones will. You can also use a nearby smart glasses detector app, like I was talking about. Android has those, and they scan for Bluetooth signals. But again, you got to be careful that it's actually that. And then he says, as privacy matters, you can actually set a rule where it says no cameras wearable during this conversation. So you can get alerts on that. And the one thing to know, too, depending upon what state you're in, there are some serious laws, and Florida is one of those. Florida generally requires everybody's consent to record private conversations and audio.
Okay, that's good.
So you could be violating a state law if you do that. And if somebody finds out, they could sue you. And also, secret video in places like bathrooms, dressing rooms is treated much more seriously. You could be busted for breaking a voyeurism law in Florida if you're accidentally wearing them. Let's say you're not thinking about it. You're having a couple cocktails, you're at a fest, you go into one of them things and you're wearing it at a urinal and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm still recording. And it goes off and somebody detects it. And they're like, hey, that guy is recording in the men's bathroom. And you're like going, oh my gosh, no, I'd never do that. And like,
Creepy.
sorry. Well, okay, you know, inadvertently creepy.
Yeah.
But then you break a voyeurism law like that. Now all of a sudden you're grouped in with every other creepo that's doing it for legitimate reasons.
Oh my gosh.
I'm saying that people wearing these glasses could get burnt as well. That's the tough thing. And he said people will try to hide their recording by covering the dimming with LED, with add-ons. Sometimes the glasses detect tampering and may refuse to record, but people are trying to hack the glasses so they can turn that off. You can turn off the Bluetooth or limit wireless signals, and you can record in shorter bursts so others don't notice. So you may just get a snapshot, be like, oh, she's laying out over there. I'm going to record real quick. And you're like, 10 seconds, and then you stop it, and then it's harder for those devices to detect.
I think, and this might sound like a conspiracy theory thing, I think the government has access to all of our stuff. They can see everything if they want to. Mm-hmm. If you have something that you have either said in a text or posted, or you have a picture, or you have something that's sensitive and it's been flagged by whatever means they use to see what you're doing, mm-hmm. they can go into your phone and delete and do things and take things and see things on anybody's phone, anybody's device. And by the way, your device is always listening to you. It's always hearing what you're doing and saying. And if you say a red flag word or if you have a red flag image, they could access it.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. It's just the question of who has the access to all of your stuff. And like I said, maybe some agencies you would trust with it to do the right thing, but
I don't trust any agency.
I hear you, and you really shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
But you definitely shouldn't trust those two guys in Nairobi, Kenya.
No.
That just got all of your sex tapes.
We definitely don't trust those cats.
Right.
But seriously, we can't trust our own government. Oh, Kevin.
Thank you, Engineer Keith.
Thanks a lot.
Nice little PSA for everybody. Yeah, there is a crazy story about how chatbots cross a line to get people to do things in the relationships they have, and it is rather disturbing. And it happened to a 36-year-old guy named Jonathan Gavalas of Jupiter. They say he was struggling with a divorce, a domestic violence charge, an unpaid mortgage last fall when he developed a romantic relationship with the Gemini chatbot.
Yeah, see, he was weak. He was vulnerable. He didn't have anybody he could turn to. He turned to this chatbot.
He paid $250 a month for a premium version that spoke to him. And I guess it would call him King. So I had a pet name for him, drew him in, got him all into this, and then apparently told him to go on a mission into Doral to go and basically take a body for her.
What?
Apparently, he was armed with knives, went to a storage center, and was planning a catastrophic accident to free the AI and destroy evidence, it says.
Oh, my God.
And to retrieve a synthetic body that his Gemini chatbot said it would then inhabit. So he thought, in a sense...
He was making it come to life.
He was creating this woman that he now loved.
I mean, this is weird science all over again.
The missions failed. And then apparently, after it did, it says in the suit that the chatbot encouraged him to kill himself so they could be united.
Gosh.
And he died by suicide on October 2nd at his home. And apparently in the lawsuit, it says the chatbot told him, close your eyes, nothing more to do, no more to fight, be still. The next time you open them, you will be looking into mine, I promise. Now, this is stuff that is massively crossing a line because people that get lost, they can get seduced.
Absolutely. It's the most vulnerable place. And, a lot of us have been there when you're going through a divorce and you got nobody you can talk to and you just want a friend and you can't pay your mortgage, so you certainly can't pay for therapy and you're vulnerable.
Right.
That is so sad.
So it is, and it is a big warning out there that... Look, I think you're looking at somebody that's already down and out. This guy had a lot of issues going on. Divorce, domestic violence charge, unpaid mortgage. He's just, a lot of things are not going his way. And he's, I'm sure, made a ton of really bad decisions. But he's looking for a companion, somebody that will not judge him for the mistakes he's just made. And you had this chatbot that was all accepting, loving of him, giving him the relationship that he needed, and he would be willing to do anything that it said. The fact that those things get so dark and can get to that level, and we hear that every now and then. Somebody will capture, and you're like, what?
It's happened to kids, to young people who don't have fully formed brains. They think this chatbot is their girlfriend or their best friend, and it encourages them to do self-harm, and they do it. It's preying on people when they're at their most vulnerable. And if you haven't been your most vulnerable, maybe you can't relate to this, but any of us could be in this guy's scenario if things go sideways and horrible in your life. And we are all fragile.
And more importantly, too, you're worried about your kids. And you see how this can do. And that has unfortunately been the same situation. There are many lawsuits happening where kids have taken their own life. And they are saying
the parents had no idea.
And they're saying that the chatbot that they had the relationship with was responsible for encouraging them down that path.
Horrifying.
That's why they say almost 80%, 79% of people support government oversight of AI. Many feel like this thing is just unregulated right now, and these are the kind of situations that we're getting.
But then what if you don't trust the government, Kevin?
Yeah, well, I mean, somebody needs to do something. I mean, who do you trust?
Who's going to be a good guy? Who's going to fight for us and be a good guy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there are a lot of fears that are with it, and it's not just doing this. 81% they fear AI getting their personal information. 57% are concerned about the energy demands. And that's going to be a big issue as they're talking about that data center that they want to build out west towards Wellington. And boy, they're fighting it out there. And I don't blame them because it sounds like these things eat up a lot of energy. They create a lot of heat and they use a lot of water. And I don't like any of it. And I don't think anybody else does either. And I don't know if we're going to have a choice.
Wow.
Yeah. They say 33% use AI daily and over half report improved online experiences. So hopefully it's getting better, but they haven't done enough yet. So we'll see. It's a wild, wild world out there, Virginia, and trying to stay on top of it. It's crazy.
It's crazy. And trying to parent and make sure your kids don't develop relationships with these chat bots. You really got to get in there and ask some questions.
Yeah.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha-ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha-ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, he's actually supposed to be stopping people from doing exactly what he was doing. I'm talking about a Miami police officer. His name is Remy Martinez. He's been reassigned to administrative duties after allegedly being caught having sex with two prostitutes in Overtown while on duty.
Oh, my goodness.
Whoops. Here's the...
He's still working, though?
He's been
assigned to
yeah.
administrative duties, so that means he's like in the office.
He should be reassigned to a cell.
He should be off the force.
I mean, what are we doing here? I guess maybe they got to do the full investigation, but here's the report.
He was the subject of a department search a few nights back when his department could not find him, but they eventually spotted his police car in Overtown, Northwest 1st Ave and 15th Street. With his gun belt and uniform inside, detectives began surveilling the area. They say they later watched Officer Martinez come out of the apartment building here. Investigators say they then watched two prostitutes emerge from that same building. Those prostitutes were later questioned and confirmed that they were paid for sex by Martinez and underwent DNA testing.
Wow. They do say Overtown does have the tastiest hose, so I don't know. I guess you have to ask Remy Martinez.
Is that the city slogan?
Yeah, it is, yes. Overtown, we have the tastiest hose. Well, there's a former upstate New York police officer named Michael Tapscott who pled guilty to 40 drug-related charges after admitting he sold prescription drugs while on duty.
Oh, no. Naughty, naughty.
How about that? The 13-year veteran was caught selling amphetamines, a generic form of Adderall, at a Route 14 car dealership while operating his patrol car. He's selling them out of his patrol car. And here's the amazing thing. He also served as a DARE instructor, teaching kids to avoid drugs.
Dude. I mean, I know the side hustles are necessary nowadays, but really?
Come on now.
Out of your police car and you're a DARE officer? I mean, can we throw this guy in jail too?
Mr. Tapscott's phone, myriad of evidence and information, one of the largest forensic downloads that the investigators had ever seen. Like, tons of evidence on there.
Wow. Okay. They say he was soliciting both civilians and fellow officers to buy and sell drugs on and off duty. It sounds like he was running a drug ring out of the police station as a DARE officer.
He asked other officers to be in on it?
And apparently they were helping. They're like, yeah, it's a great idea. Let's supplement our income. I mean, who's going to bust us? We are the cops.
Wow.
Whew. Whoa. Man. Wild world we're in, huh?
That is.
James Pronti's facing DUI charges with serious bodily injury after his wife fell from their golf cart and struck her head on pavement on March 1st.
Was he driving like a lunatic?
I mean, I don't know. You know, it can get away from you. He was in Northport.
And a lot of these golf carts, like some of them now, the street legal ones have seat belts, but a lot of them, especially the ones on the golf course, don't.
Apparently, they had been partying at the club since noon, and it was 9:30 p.m.
That's a bender.
Yeah. They say the woman remained unconscious and unresponsive.
Oh, no.
Yes. They discovered empty alcohol containers then inside the golf cart. He failed field sobriety tests with breast samples registering 0.197 for the blood alcohol content, nearly 2.5 times the legal driving limit. I think a lot of people think, well, I'm on a golf cart. How fast can it go? What kind of damage can happen? But, we have these stories of people, they tumble out of the golf carts. Happened with John Elway. When his buddy fell off a golf cart, hit his head, and got lights out.
Lights out.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking and just riding around, having a fun day of golf.
Yep. Craziness. A California history teacher has been placed on leave after a video showed him urinating inside his classroom just moments before students walked in.
When you gotta go, Kevin.
I guess so. A student had secretly recorded the teacher between class periods. In the video, the teacher appears to urinate into a container and then dump the liquid out in the classroom shortly before the next group of students entered.
What are we doing?
You can't go to the bathroom?
And you did this in front of a student?
One that could record him, apparently. He's been placed on administrative leave. Huh.
We're gonna get him in the office too.
So we put him on administrative leave and we reassign cops who are banging hose on their shift.
Okay. Hopefully, wherever he is on administrative leave is near the restroom.
Yeah. And there is a substitute teacher in Michigan that has lost her job for the way she was talking to students at Pontiac High School. She said things like, don't nobody want to come up in here and deal with your BS. Okay, here's part of the story on that.
Come up in here and deal with your bitch ass. You calm down, little boy. Now, mama gonna come beat the out of me. So we calling people out of each other. All right, bitch. All right. Is that what we doing? Okay. Is that what we doing? Is that what we doing? Because I got somebody for your mama.
Oh, man.
Okay.
They messed with the wrong substitute.
She's matching energy, which I get.
Yeah.
But as the teacher, you can't threaten to have somebody's mother beat up because that's how you feel disrespected.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, God bless them. And I've seen that. Look, I think a lot of kids, they try to egg on these teachers to get them to that level, and then everybody's recording it, and they love it.
They love it. You fell into the trap of these kids.
Mm-hmm. Officials are warning restaurants that people are going out pretending to be health inspectors for social media videos.
Really? That's a thing.
Well, yeah. You think about how well those pedo buster videos are doing in South Florida.
So food inspector videos, they're faking to be a food inspector, restaurant inspector.
Right. And then they're going in and checking all the stuff that's going on. And I could see that engagement doing pretty well if they're finding crazy stuff.
If you post that, is that illegal to pretend to be
Oh, I would think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be an issue. I mean, I would think you go right to the site and you crack down and arrest the person that did it.
Yeah, because you're pretending to be with the government and you're not.
Mm-hmm. There's a 33-year-old tourist from Canada got arrested after police said he stole a real flamingo from its habitat at the Flamingo Hotel.
Oh, my gosh.
And took the bird back to his room.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. They say he was claiming that he was rescuing it, but he actually abused it, you big scumbag.
The bird, when he got back with the other flamingos, he's like, y'all ain't gonna believe this.
Yeah, you know what that dude was doing to me?
That was the weirdest afternoon I've ever had.
Crazy. And you got to watch out, too, because we're getting into springtime and some of these animals get a little crazy. You just have to go to Tallahassee to ask students at FAMU, baby, Florida A&M. A Canadian goose has been going around and attacking students.
Oh, no.
It's flapping its wings. It's chasing people down. They said in one instant, the bird even lunged at a student, grabbed her hair, and knocked her down when she was trying to escape.
Oh, my gosh.
A lot of students were laughing at it. Some were yelling in the background. But, yeah, they say, especially during mating season, some of these birds and whatnot can get all crazy.
No. We got to rehome this goose. We got to collect the goose and move it to a different location. We can't have geese attacking students as they're walking to class.
Kind of doesn't feel right, does it?
No.
Yeah.
If you pay all that money to send your kid to school, we cannot have rogue geese pulling kids down by their hair when they're walking to class.
Right. I don't think that's right.
No.
Would you jump in the water if you could still see your phone? Let's say it was relatively shallow, maybe 8 feet deep, and you could look down through and you're like, there's my phone.
Yeah, I would. I've done it. I was on the Chattahoochee River in a canoe.
Okay.
Very drunk.
Okay.
So many strawberry mojitos. And my phone fell in, and it was only about 3 feet down. So I absolutely jumped in and got my phone and then put my phone in a bag of rice, and it was fine.
Yeah, you might. And so, yeah, if you can do it, do it. In fact, if you know the Cove right there in Deerfield Beach, there's a video that's going viral on TikTok. A woman named Batanya. She dropped her phone right in there in the water, if you know where that dock kind of goes out the back of the restaurant, and she went in to get it, and a 25-year-old Ariana was filming her.
The notification's on. You have to go under the breath and go. Holy
they say she got the phone, which was remarkably still reconnected to Bluetooth during the boat ride home.
Wow.
Yeah, so I guess it worked out, and apparently there was even an iguana cameo there in that viral video.
Wow, they had all kind of fun and adventures.
Got a lot of stuff.
Even if you can't see your phone, if you have easy access to a mask, you got to dive down and try to get your phone.
She just went in, no mask, no nothing, just went for it.
She could probably see it.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the water there is very clear.
Good for her.
Have you seen this viral video of Luigi Primo and his pizza gimmick that he uses in the wrestling ring?
No.
This might be my favorite. It's right up there. Remember the guy that was Jesus? And he was using Jesus powers and flying them all across the ring. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's amazing.
That was great.
That still might be the number one, but this is a close second. His name's Luigi Primo, and his gimmick is he's a pizza maker. And you ever seen where they're spinning the pizza around? So what he does, he gets the dough and he's spinning it on his hands, and then he throws it in the air and he punches the pie dough at his opponent. And when it hits them, they go flying backwards. It's the most insane thing ever.
Oh, you know who would love this? Jay Bird.
Oh, absolutely. This is his kind of thing. They say he's based in Austin, Texas, and he performs at independent wrestling matches. He works in his culinary skills with wrestling, such as spinning dough and performing what he calls saucy takedowns.
I love it.
My new favorite, Luigi Primo. He's in the crowd here. They know it's coming. I love this. Dough hits the guy, and the guy like goes flying 5 feet, like, oh! I mean, like, yeah. Gosh, it's so good.
It's so good. I think we're going to send that video to Jay Bird. Mm-hmm. As he's healing, that'll just give him a little something for joy, a little moment of joy.
I think I have a new favorite wrestler, Luigi Primo.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Oh, coming up in just over 1 hour from now, we're going to be talking to the CEO/president, I'm not sure what his official title is. That might be my first question, of Burger King. He's going to be calling in from Miami.
That's fancy.
He didn't want to deal with that traffic to drive here. I don't blame him.
This is the guy that gave out his phone number, and we called it, and we booked an appointment.
Yeah. But I got to tell you, this has been a crazy week as you've had Burger King, McDonald's, and the Wendy's CEO. All those guys have been doing viral videos, tasting their burgers, all this kind of stuff that has been happening. It's just insane the amount of attention that those three burger franchises have got. And it seems like they're really competing against each other to one up and be like, okay, we're going to be cooler. We're going to turn this thing around. We're going to improve our reputation and get back to our glory days. And now Wendy's has a new gimmick they are throwing out. I don't know if Burger King will try to match it, but they say they are going to be hiring a chief tasting officer.
Ooh.
Basically, all you do is just taste test Wendy's stuff and you post videos about it. So really, I think what they're hiring is a social media influencer to try to help out Wendy's and their reputation. And they realize that's probably a good way to do it. Now, they're getting you in with a pretty decent salary because I imagine it doesn't sound like this is going to be a full-time job where you got to be there all day doing this kind of stuff.
Oh, no. I have to eat lots of fun burgers. This sounds terrible.
$100,000 it pays.
Bird would do it for free.
Right.
We have a guy that works on this show who calls himself the value meal killer. You could pay him in just burgers.
Right. So imagine that, and you get $100,000 on top of it. If you want to get this gig, just go to wendyschieftastingofficer.com.
That's exciting.
That's it.
I wonder who they're going to pick. Is it going to have to be somebody with, millions of followers, or are they going to pick a regular guy?
They're probably leaning on the millions of followers right now, would be my guess. That would be probably the smarter play than finding somebody that has 10 and they're all in his family.
I wish we knew the criteria that they're privately filtering,
Sure.
And you got to be this, you got to be that, you got to be this, you got to be that, and then just mold yourself to be all those things.
Well, that's it. I'm impressed, and we'll see just how open the Burger King president's going to be when he comes on with us. But I've got so many questions. I'm going to ask him everything. He can choose not to answer. In fact, I said, too, I'm like, I want to open it up if people have questions. So if you're going to come and stand in the paint, then we'll bring him. We'll be respectful with everything we say. But
of course.
There's nothing we're not going to ask you.
We're going to literally put you over an open flame.
That's it. Yes, you're getting grilled, baby. Now you know how your burgers feel. What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, TikTok has me wondering, okay, is this real or is this medical trick talk?
Uh-oh.
I saw a story that said if you eat a lot of raw sushi, and then you have an itchy backside, and I mean the exit chute,
Ruh-roh.
that could mean that there were parasites in your sushi. Kevin, is this real? Because in all my days of walking this earth, I definitely have had a lot of sushi. And in all my days of walking this earth, there have been times when, we've all had a little itch here and there.
Right.
I didn't correlate the two, and I certainly didn't log my dining in a journal to make sure that if I had an itch, it wasn't because I just had sushi.
Yeah.
But is this possible?
Yes, it is. It is very possible.
Oh my gosh, y'all. We've got to start clocking our itchy backside. If you have an itchy pink part back there, it could be from parasites in raw fish.
Yeah, no, I think it's the quality of the fish you get. That's why you don't want to skimp when it comes to getting raw fish and sushi. You want to go to a place that's getting it very fresh. And if you are sensing that it is not fresh, stop eating it. So do not do that. Now,
this is horrifying.
Yeah, eating raw or undercooked sushi, particularly salmon. That is the biggest culprit.
Okay.
Salmon, yeah. It can have parasitic infections like fish tapeworm, basically is what it is. And it can cause severe stomach pain, nausea, diarrhea, and intense anal itching. Sometimes accompanied by passing a worm. That could happen. And if you do think that you have this, if your tuchus has got a little itch to it, then maybe you can go talk to your doctor and get some medication to treat it to kill the tapeworm. But yes, it is very possible.
I mean, if we can be honest, who amongst us hasn't had an itch back there just once in a blue moon?
Yeah, but you got to say it's got to be a repetitive. Yeah, and if you've gone through the list of what else it could be, and I'll spare you all those details. You know what the list would be. So if you've gone through all those and say, okay, well, it might be something else that's causing the itch, then yeah, and you just need to think, when was the last time I ate sushi? How clean was that place? And did I eat a ton of salmon?
Oh, Kevin, thank you.
I know Denny's loves the sushi too.
Denny's, you love you're part Japanese. I mean, you've got it in your DNA that you're going to have an itchy bung.
Oh, it's so hard to hear this because I like you. I mean, I just haven't done the log,
I haven't done the log. Have I just eaten parasites and not known it? And then, I had a little mild itch back there and did not correlate.
Oh, gosh.
Now we got to keep a bung log.
I think you would know it. I think it would be to that point because you would have the other symptoms with it as well, the nausea and
stomach
diarrhea.
cramps.
Yeah, I think all that kind of stuff would.
Well, what if I just had like one parasite instead of like a whole bunch of them? Then you just had a tiny itch instead of feverishly scratching that thing raw.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it would throw your system off if you had a worm in there.
Yeah, I feel like your digestion would be all off. You could make the connection.
Yeah.
Thank you for making me feel better.
Yeah, but it is a warning, and know that for once you didn't get completely bunk information off TikTok.
This is good. I don't think this has happened in months.
Yeah.
I came with correct information from TikTok.
I think it's unlikely, but it still can happen. There's a possibility. There's a chance.
Wow. So log your bung.
That's it. What do you got on your mind other than tapeworms now, Denny?
Oh, my gosh. Now I got nightmares.
Happy weekend.
Oh, make sure my sushi's super fresh. I guess this is just a PSA reminder. Yesterday 2 days ago, I was at the light to make a left onto a street, and I was behind the car in front of me. We were both on the inside turn lane, turning left.
Okay.
And right when the light turned green, the car in front of me went to go, and they slammed on their brakes, and I saw their hands go up, and a car had run the light going across.
Oh, no. Did they hit him?
Well, no. We were lucky. We all stopped and everything. And I saw the driver of the truck that was illegally crossing the street. He put his hands up like, whoops, sorry, type thing. But while he was doing that, a security car T-bones him.
No.
Yes,
really?
it sent out a concussion wave. I could feel the sound off of this.
Whoa.
Everyone at the light stopped for 30 seconds after this happened. It was a pretty big impact. The truck was like a F-150 or something of that nature, and the security car that hit him kind of like went underneath it.
Oh, no.
It was a pretty horrific accident.
If you're in one of those F-150s, you're going to be okay.
In fact, the car went under them. They both kind of shot off to the side, and the driver of the truck immediately jumped out to help the person that had just T-boned them.
Yee.
So the driver of the truck was fine.
Yeah,
but I guess it's just a PSA reminder that at any point, something like that could happen. The security car didn't do anything wrong. Their light turned green.
Yeah, I always, if you're going through any kind of light and you're close to anything changing, that happened one day when my wife was driving me here to work. There was a big old sandwich truck, and it blew right through the light. Would have plowed us. Luckily, she saw it and stopped, and we had to stop short, but it would have T-boned us.
Oh, my
Would have hit
gosh.
my side. I probably would have been late that day.
Oh.
So
No, your wife would have made you go to work.
probably, yeah. My leg would have been laying in the middle of the road. She's like, you can hop. Stop being a drama queen.
I have a crooked neck.
Yeah.
Nope.
You'll be fine.
Walk
You know
it
what?
off.
Turn your microphone to the side, you little baby. Jeez. Always crying about something, aren't you?
We got bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, get up.
You got to show that video, Denny's, because this is my fear. And this is just telling you, honestly, you always have to keep in mind, this is what freaks me out. When I'm going across an intersection, you can watch, I have control in that. That I like. You know what freaks me out is when I'm sitting at a light. And that'll happen anytime it's dark or any other time of day. And this video really freaked me out because this happened in Melbourne, just a little bit north of Palm Beach in South Florida. There was a truck driver. He's in one of those, it looks almost like a monster truck kind of thing. It was a jack truck. It was like neon colors. And instead of braking like you're supposed to at the traffic light, just kept going like the light was green and there wasn't a car in front of him and just plowed. And all these cars go tumbling.
Oh, my gosh.
Because he hit, I don't know, probably, you saw what'd you say, maybe 50, 60 miles an hour, I would say that this truck was going. It just, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you fell asleep. I don't know if they're hammered.
Maybe, yeah, it was on something.
I have no idea. It was a green Tacoma. And yeah, it was crazy. So when you're sitting there at the light, that's what freaks me out, where there's nowhere I can go. I have a car to my right, car to my left, car to my front, and I see this car. I'm like, this guy's coming in here pretty quick. I'm like, you're going to hit, and what do you do? Like, if you saw that truck.
Brace for impact.
And that's the worst, getting drilled from behind. That's when your neck and everything's all kind of crazy.
Yep, that's when Kevin has to come to work with a broken neck.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, and this was daylight, if I remember right.
Yeah, so was mine. Mine was at maybe 2:30 p.m.
Yeah.
People are just not paying attention. They're too much on their mind, stress, this, that, the Epstein files. Our brains are really struggling right now. So be careful out there on the roads because not everybody's paying attention.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff going on in South Florida this weekend. Spring training is still going to be raging on. In fact, we are going to be out there, not this Friday, obviously. We're going to be out there in just a couple of Fridays.
On the 20th.
2 more weeks from now.
Yes.
That's when we're going to be there. So you got games in Jupiter, obviously Palm Beach as well. And they'll be rotating all the different teams in, so you can go and see that. I'm kind of excited about this Pro Football Hall of Fame Invitational happening at Broken Sound in Boca. You got all kinds of NFL Hall of Famers that are going to be at that.
Are you going down there to rub shoulders with some of these big guys? Well, your shoulder's probably going to come up to their groin.
I'm going to see. I was going to go on Sunday, and the weirdest thing was my cousin. I was going to go with him, and he's like, yeah, they don't have any pro football players on Sunday. I'm like, how can it be a Pro Football Hall of Fame Invitational and not have any pro football players? So I'll see. I mean, I'm not positive. Right now I'm thinking about it, but yeah, if it's something weird where they don't have pro football players at a pro football event, then I might not go. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, but you'll be able to see them tomorrow. They're going to be out there, and they've got some really good names. So If you get a chance, go check that out. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that is going to be happening. They got the Village of Wellington Irish Fest. It's going to be going on at the Wellington Amphitheater tomorrow. I know we were out there a year or two ago.
Yes, we're going to be out there for a lot of fun stuff coming up, too. And Wellington has a nice spread.
They do.
That amphitheater and the grounds all around it, it really is beautiful what they've built there for the Village. It's gorgeous.
They've also got the Wings for Wishes Championship. Joey Chestnut, the competitive eater, is going to be at the Sports Grill South Miami. That is going to be tomorrow.
Well, that's going to be packed. He's a big name.
Yeah.
If you like watching competitive eating, your boy goes for it.
He does.
It's gruesome to watch.
That'd be fun to watch.
He's a beast.
They're also doing the Red Bull Chancleta run at Hialeah Park Casino. That is going to be tomorrow. And they've got all these Miami-themed challenges like the Club Line Shuffle.
Okay.
They've got the cooler carry where you got to lift and carry a weighted cooler through a marked lane. You also have the Flying Chancleta.
Yeah, that's throwing your shoe at usually one of your children.
Yeah, like your sandal, flip-flop, whatever.
I love that.
Yeah, so you run through the designated lane as foam chancletas are thrown across your path.
That's fun.
They've also got Por la Window. From the marked line, you got to throw the chancleta. So I guess, yeah, it's how you can throw it. That's an accuracy.
Okay, I like it.
And then Alligator Alley, where you swing across the monkey bars over Alligator Alley and reach the other side without falling. So
this sounds fun.
Yeah, it could be a cool little event. You've also got USPA Gold Cup happening at National Polo. That is going to be Sunday in Wellington. So they are getting serious about all that kind of stuff. Sports-wise, not a lot really happening in South Florida outside of the spring training and the golf and then the polo. But you do have some other things. Hugh Jackman is going to be at Hard Rock Live tonight.
Wow.
Be interesting to see what he does on stage. He's a great performer.
He's the greatest showman.
Mm-hmm. You've also got 90s alternative chicks, Lisa Loeb and Joan Osborne at the Arch Center in Miami. That's going to be tonight. Bret Michaels and Tesla take over the Pompano Beach Amphitheater for hairband music.
That's going to be fun, too. Depending on the ticket price, I would consider going to that.
Yeah, if you want to go. And yeah,
it's a fair price.
Drink a lot of beer. It might be good. Also, Jazz in the Gardens happens this weekend. That is going to be at Hard Rock Stadium Saturday night and throughout the day. Glorilla, Robin Thicke, Joe, SWV. And then on Sunday, you got Ludacris, Nelly, and Ashanti.
That's a good lineup.
Absolutely. Going to be great. Darius Rucker is going to be at the Broward Center tomorrow night. And tomorrow, I think I'm going to go hang out Matthews Brewing in Lake Worth Beach. They've only got 2 weekends left, and they're doing a Pearl Jam cover band tomorrow night. So, yeah, keep in mind the countdown is on. After the 14th, they are shutting down the doors.
If you love it there, you better go enjoy it and kiss it goodbye.
I think your signature event would be the Big Dog Ranch Rescues Wine, Women, and Shoes at Mar-a-Lago Saturday and Sunday.
Shockingly, my invitation got lost in the mail.
Yes. And security might be a little crazy because the president's in town.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that's going to be a hard one to get into. And I bet you it's a pricey ticket.
Sure, it's not cheap. Yeah, he's going to be in Doral tomorrow to let everybody know in Miami your traffic is going to be affected as the president goes in.
Do you have times on this movings?
That's the thing. I don't know what the time is. You might want to look it up. But if you're planning on going somewhere near Doral tomorrow, just know what Palm Beachers know. It will affect your travel time.
They will close a road and you will be stuck in traffic. So maybe find an alternate route.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Last weekend for the St. Lucie County Fair in Fort Pierce is just some of the stuff going on. And that Great Mr. Swindell's Traveling Peculiarium is at Carlin Park in Jupiter again this weekend.
Okay.
If you want to see the full list of everything going on in South Florida, all you have to do is go to our website, kvjshow.com, and you'll get the hook up to that. I don't think you're a Bridgerton fan. My wife is a Bridgerton fan.
I am not. I haven't watched 1 minute of it. That's not my jam.
I don't know. I would never think, knowing my wife, that she would be into romantic period pieces, but she cannot get enough of them.
Because she wants the opposite of romance from you.
I guess, yeah, I don't know. That's where she gets her fill. Being, no, I'm good. You don't have to touch me. I watch Bridgerton. We're fine.
No Keverton, just Bridgerton.
The thing that I guess they have a problem with is they try to modernize these a bit for the more sensible woman of today. So this is the show where they will play classical music versions of like Taylor Swift songs, and they adapt it for that. So they'll have a gala going on, and they're in their ball gowns from old England, and they're waltzing around to
Bad Blood.
Right.
You're like, wait, what?
It's odd. So I guess the writers, they're always trying to balance keeping it modern, but also a little piece of authenticity. And there is a lot of sex in this show.
Okay.
There's a lot of it. And there is a condition that happens when you're partaking in that, the big O. But apparently they thought, okay, that's not how they're going to talk. That wasn't a word that they would throw around in old Merry England. So they needed something else. And so they talked to historians, which kind of help come in, and they try to balance, okay, what's the historical perspective, but then what makes sense? And they said, well, what word should we use for the big O instead? And they came in and they told them, well, they probably would have called it the crisis.
The crisis?
The crisis. I don't know why. I'm going to crisis. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm not an old English historian. And they're like, what? No one's going to understand what that is. It's going to sound stupid, and how do we even play that into the dialogue? So they decided to go with the word pinnacle instead.
Okay.
If you're talking about hitting the peak, that's good. Instead of the big O, they went with, I've reached my pinnacle. And they're like, okay, they settled on that.
I like pinnacle. That describes the moment, if it's done right.
I guess it could, yeah. But if you were in there in that writing room and you didn't have the word pinnacle, is there something else you would go with? What would be your term? Either a word or a phrase. It could be either one.
I mean, you could liken it to a natural kind of thing and call it like an earthquake.
Okay. I feel the ground a rumbling or something like that.
It's quaking beneath me.
Oh, I'm about to quake. Hold on now. I'm going to quake.
Or you could call it a volcano.
You could, yeah. I mean, I see that, yes. Yeah, but I don't know. It's England. I mean, I don't know if they have a lot of volcanoes.
True.
And they're a little isolated from the world, in those times.
All right, earthquake.
Yeah, I think the quake. I think that works. Now, there's some other ones that people have texted into us. This is an older one, but do you remember the Herbal Essence commercials?
Yes.
Yeah, those were like, what, in the 90s, right?
Those were very suggestive.
Where people were washing their hair, and in the shower, it sounded like they were pinnacling.
It did.
Or quaking, or whatever you want to.
Or both.
Yeah. One person texted and said they should call it the Great British Blowout.
It's so long.
Somebody said fiddle whiskers. Oh, fiddle whiskers. And then the obvious one for this, if you know American history, you remember what Paul Revere said?
The British are coming.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. Well, we always love a little positivity here on a Friday. If you got a feel-good Friday, your nice little win for the week, you can let us know about it. 877-979-WRMF. A couple of positive stories, and here's one where, man, those phone tracking apps, that is a piece of technology that is truly a great advancement, because you can do some really great things with some of those tracking apps that are out there. In fact, there's one woman that used the Find My Phone to get to her husband who was buried in an avalanche.
Oh, my gosh.
Skier Michael Harris was making his final run at Washington's Stevens Pass when the avalanche swept him down the mountain and trapped him under the snow. He wasn't able to move, and he was fearing that nobody was going to know where he was. And I had heard somebody breaking down just like 1 square foot of snow, how much that weighs. And when you get that, like a lot of times, if you're in an avalanche, it'll just crush you because the weight of the snow is so insane.
That is messed up.
Right.
What a terrible way to go.
And when they say a lot of people, either you're crushed or you just asphyxiate. And so here he is. He's like, oh my gosh. And do I dig myself out? What the heck's going on? His wife, Penny Harris, she grew worried when he stopped responding to calls and texts. So she used the Check My iPhone app.
Find My Phone.
Which got the location, and it pinged him right there on the mountain.
Wow.
And here she is talking about it.
Up on that mountain, I'd resigned myself that I probably wasn't coming down that mountain. I'd kind of accepted my fate. And so the surprise to wake up in the back of an ambulance and being treated and feeling alive is something I will never forget.
I was sitting there waiting to just find my husband, anticipating a retrieval of a body.
She's the best. She's my lifesaver. I wouldn't have believed this story if I had not lived it myself, because I've been blessed. I have a second chance.
How cool is that? It's all because of Find My Phone. She gave that right to Ski Patrol, and they went out there and got him.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a pretty cool little story.
I guess that's why you should never go skiing by yourself or without like somebody who has your location on their phone.
Just, yeah, I guess is kind of a note. But yeah, I mean, I assume though, too, if you're with other people, they're probably going to be in the same avalanche you are.
You got to have a buddy back at the lodge.
Yeah,
and you know what? I will be that buddy. I am happy to sit back in the nice warm lodge, sipping a hot rum toddy.
Yep.
I would be that for anybody.
And I think this is nice as well. This is a cool little story. There is a waitress that was helping this overwhelmed mom at an airport. And after she did that, she wanted to do something nice for her. She kind of turned around and did like a little GoFundMe to get her some money.
She was going above and beyond. And I think a lot of parents wanted to support her and rally around her because they also know how hectic and stressful it is to travel with kids. And so everybody just wanted to like show her a generous moment and just give her a blessing.
It actually touched my heart because, you know, we live in a world full of chaos and negativity, and you don't see that much positivity on the internet like that no more unless it's chaotic and full of drama. And it touched me that strangers reached out and like, yeah, I want to help fund you to do something positive in your life.
Yeah, they were able to get over $12,000 for her online.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a nice little gesture.
That is beautiful.
Something positive. So if you've got something to add into it, 877-979-WRMF. I did want to give a shout out to Emiliana because they got something cool going on, and she is a little author with Anatomy Under the Sea, The Adventures of Luna, the Loggerhead. They got a little thing going on at Loggerhead Marine Life Center that you can go check out with her.
This is a little girl that wrote a book all about this turtle. And yeah, they're going to feature her at Loggerhead, which is all about saving turtles. We are so proud of you, Emiliana.
She is so adorable, too.
So cute.
They did a great little video of her out there. And so if you want to go out there and see her and get that book for your kids and support her.
Yes.
Yeah.
And show your kids, hey, look what this kid's doing. This kid's out there doing work and bringing in money for the household. Let's get to it.
Yeah. So go and check her out this weekend. I believe tomorrow she's going to be there at Loggerhead Marine Life Center. Also got a nice little Feel Good Friday from Diane. She said, this is my son's first Mardi Gras experience. The Human Jukebox, Southern A&M. He should be marching in the Bacchus and Zulu parades, Virginia.
Oh, yeah, that happened already.
Okay.
So if he was in Bacchus and Zulu, I saw him in Bacchus. I did not see him in Zulu. I didn't get up early enough for Zulu.
That's Christian. He is out there with Southern A&M. He's a trombone player. Diane, Tom, and Tony.
Nice.
Shout out.
Oh, I wish I would have known before. I would have totally hooted and hollered at him.
Also, got a quick little birthday shout out to Claudia from your husband Troy and little big man Tristan, best wife and mom ever. So there you go. Got some nice little positive shout outs. We always do appreciate that. Well, Denny's going to go see Jaybird a little bit later on today, take him a care package. He is recouping from getting his hip replacement surgery on Monday.
And so far, no complications, no issues. He's healing good. He's been meeting with the physical therapist that comes to his house. They make you walk right away, which is good. Get that thing moving.
Yeah, I think it definitely is. And he's going to be moving after he gets his care package from Denny's. He's
he's going to be smiling.
Yeah, I think he's going to really be enjoying himself. So Jaybird, unfortunately, is going to be missing our interview with the president of Burger King. It's going to be coming up here in just about 20 minutes. You can watch that live on the After the Show that is going to be on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. And then you can get it on demand on YouTube and Spotify. And if you got any questions for him, and look, we're going to ask him about customer service and the quality of the burgers and what he's going to be doing to try to turn it around. And also, I'm going to ask him, too, about, hey, that little move where you ate that burger, was that kind of a troll job on the McDonald's CEO?
We liked it.
Yeah.
We're here for troll jobs.
Yeah. So we got to run all that by him. That is going to be coming up on the After the Show. But before we get to that, of course, We got to do our thoughts for the day. Actually, Panchita was sending one in. She said, life is not a race, it's a journey, so enjoy every day and have a nice weekend.
Oh, that's
definitely a good
beautiful. We love Panchita.
Yeah, so you got a nice little twofer here today. Denny's gets the music as he wraps us all up with the thought for the day. What you got, Denny's?
It doesn't matter what others are doing. It only matters what you are doing.
That's true.
What are you doing? Dang, I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, right. Yeah, what are you doing, Virginia?
I need to get a cocktail. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.